Welcome to the Weekly Spark from Ignite Youth Group out of Eastgate Baptist Church, where we try to keep Christianity on fire in a world that tries to snuff it out. Hello there, gentlemen. Welcome to this week's Weekly Spark. Let's get right into it. We're going to only talk about one verse today. We're talking about one verse, verse 4. He becometh poor, and verse 4 of Proverbs 10, He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich. He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich. This proverb outlines the importance of having a work ethic. The importance of having a work ethic. It says that he becometh poor that dealeth with slack hand. A slack hand is someone who is not focused on what they're doing. They're lazy. Their mind's wandering off, and they were given an assignment, and they're not taking it with what they're not taking the bull by the horns and doing it. They're just saying, okay, I'm not gonna focus on this. My mind's too busy wandering, and they become poor. They're lazy so that they, and this is talking about business, but it translates to life. They become poor. It says, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich. On the other hand, on one hand, you have someone who is slack concerning your promises, and they have no work ethic, that there's no success. But he that is diligent will become rich. There will be success from when someone is diligent. And that is true in every form of that's true in every stage of life and every form of activity. Those who work hard at it are going to end up being better than those who do not. A lot of times people say, talent. And there is something to say for talent. But if you got people of similar talents, the one that's going to go further is the one who has the better work ethic. You see it in sports, you see it in music, you see it in school. And I'll say this, laziness is a scourge among young men. Laziness is a scourge among young men. There are so many young men out there and teenagers who are lazy, and they're just, they're spending all their time playing video games. And you know what? They have homework to do and they have studying to do for school, and they're not doing it because they would rather be playing video games. And they fall behind in school. And their grades aren't what they should be. And they have opportunities to work, and they're so lazy that they don't want to do it. I know a kid who was given an opportunity to work and make money so that he can go to camp, and it would take some money off his bill. He said, no, I don't want to do it. I'm too lazy. And generally, if someone's lazy in one avenue of life, they're going to be lazy in at least another. Because that same kid, when in a Christmas play, he never worked on his lines. But someone who is diligent in one area, that diligence is going to transfer to other areas. And you might be saying, okay, I'm just a student. I play sports. What can I do? Work hard at school. Try to get the best grades you can. Work hard on your sports teams. Do what? Be hard. Work hard and practice. Practice outside of that sport. And whatsoever thy hand finds to do what thy might. Do whatever you can, because when you are in the workforce and someone, you won't see it now, but this is how, when you get older, this is how it's going to be. If you say that you are a Christian, and you are lazy, it's going to not be glorifying to God. They're going to say, well, he's a Christian, yet he's lazy. A Christian should be the hardest worker at wherever he is. And because of that, you need to be spending this time in your teenage years. It's a grand opportunity and we will talk about opportunities next week, is a grand opportunity to develop a work ethic which will lead to success. Don't wait till you have your first job to develop a work ethic. Develop a work ethic right now. You can do that by into school, sports, music, or what other hobbies you have. Take this time and use it for developing work ethic. Because a work ethic glorifies God. God created work before the fall. And God wants his children to work hard at whatever they do. So whatever God's given you to do, my challenge to you this week, work hard at it and use your teenage years to develop a work ethic. And just watch the success that will come from that. So teenagers, that's my challenge to you this week. Hope to see you next week. Bye.